We tend to see what's on top of our gardens or a few feet under where we stick a shovel. But what's going on 25 feet below?
First off, what we're standing at right now is what we call a sinkhole. Geologists theorize that this used to be one of the tallest rooms in the cavern.
At Natural Bridge Caverns, just north of San Antonio, what's underground reveals our connection to what we drain on top.
It is very important because it's a part of the system of aquifers that give us our water. Here in this part of Texas, the aquifers are extremely important, and it's an opportunity to show what the aquifer looks like from the inside out. There are times when we're able not just to show them the groundwater dripping down, seeping through the limestone rock, carving out the cavern and then rebuilding the limestone in the shape of the speleothems, or sometimes called cave formations. We can show them that process, still in process. Occasionally we have so much rainfall, the aquifer will back up and can be viewed from inside the cavern on tour. And some of our guests have had the wonderful experience of being able to walk in the aquifer.
Natural Bridge Caverns is part of a large family ranch owned by the Wiest family. In March 1960, 4 students from St. Mary's University discovered the caverns while spelunking. By 1964, Reggie Wiest, his mother Clara Wolfe Wiest Heidemann, and her husband Harry had developed and opened Natural Bridge Caverns to the public.
This is a natural limestone bridge that was once a part of the ceiling in a very large room in the caverns.
Over tens of thousands of years, groundwater dissolved limestone that eventually led to its collapse, leaving a sinkhole. Above ground, Natural Bridge Caverns wants to protect its other natural resources with plants that support wildlife. They garden organically since they know whatever they add on top will seep its way down.
We experienced that with the serpentine bed because we would water dramatically over there trying to keep it alive when we realized that it was only 25 feet above the cavern ceiling, so we had to back off on the watering over there.
When Gail and Joy restored the former ranch land to gardens, they knew what they wanted.
To tend towards the nature side of planting, more towards hummingbirds, foods for caterpillars, nectar plants for hummingbirds, butterflies, and native landscaping to sustain itself with very little work.
Their perennial design changes its color palette to follow the seasons, not only for the wildlife that depends on the food source, but to extend a warm welcome to everybody.
We want color all the time that looks good, that's inviting to our guests, that says, come walk this way. Color draws your eye. And therefore we put dramatic colors in certain places for the guests to see that will draw them to walk that way and venture about the grounds. We find that the folks that visit us love to see the hummingbirds and the butterflies, but especially in the birds in the bird baths because it's extremely entertaining. And we have those located throughout the grounds so that folks can have different areas to view or sit and visit and look. The cardinals love our sluice water features. We also find that the tanagers, the scarlet tanagers, they're attracted to people. They seem, we have benches in the south garden and our guests will sit there and they will come and perch on the branches above their head. They seem to be a people person bird. They love it when people are around.
To travel the features and family activities at Natural Bridge Caverns, they wanted to safely guide but not obtrude on the outdoor experience.
I find that the kids love to walk on pathways that wind, that lead them to someplace else. I learned after watching and being outside so much that people would just cut across the draw. And so we made a path for them to go on. But most of it is just so that it will say to me, walk this way, come this way. In making the pathways, it's always a task here because we are so rocky. What looks like a little rock above the surface turns out to be a really big one below. And we have to get help to get it out of the ground.
Weldon Price is among those who do it, since he signed on as a student in the beginning to develop the site. Now he manages all outdoor logistics and has trained generations of young tour guides. It's been hard work, especially after Joy lost her husband Reggie in 1998. But sons Brad and Travis stepped up to carry on their father's mission. Their natural gift was a gift of education about ecological responsibility to share.
It brings right to the senses what is going on beneath us, that it is so connected to the surface. It's so important to conserve areas like this. If you don't open them, at least some portion of them, to the public and allow all generations to experience it, it's very difficult for them to appreciate it. And a very wise conservationist once said that you will only protect what you care about, and you will only care about what you have experienced.